different color-coded sites. Now, am I mistaken in interpreting what you said, Keith? That area, the red area, site 12, where the residents live?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you saying that has already been turned over to the city?
No.
No. But it's
right.
gone through free release?
No,
Okay.
no. But this is
Okay,
the
I'm
order.
not speaking with the RAB members, I'm speaking directly to the speaker. Thank you.
Okay, so this.
No, it is not a waste of time when I need to understand
He
what
explained to
I,
you
as a
what-
community member who lives
He
here.
explained all of this.
Okay, you need to stop interrupting, ma'am.
You're
so that I can
wasting
hear
time
him.
doing that.
Please
Stop
do.
wasting
So
time.
this is a continuum, right, through time of future parcels that will be transferred
Okay.
in the order they'll be transferred in. So this is anywhere from, this is in 2016, some of these will be transferred, 2017, out through 2021, 2022.
Okay, so currently, Site 12 is owned and managed by the Navy.
No, not managed by the Navy. It's
Okay.
managed by the Treasure Island Development Authority through the housing provider. It is still not transferred, so you're right, it is owned by the Navy, but not managed by the Navy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the only, forget it. I'll talk to you in private about this, because it's
Okay.
obviously annoying somebody over here. I was going to comment on the digging of the trenches around 233, but,
Okay?
okay, and then one last, because it is comment and question.
Yes.
It states in the agenda.
Yes.
On page 21
Page 21.
of the slides,
Okay?
so an enormous amount, and we're talking, okay, so you went in depth about benthic organisms, which, I'm pretty familiar with. There are larger living beings all on that site that is still in process and still not fully characterized. Every time you go in there, you find more and closer to us, and then you open up sites, and then you have your sloughing. And so we're in this. So my question for you is, who actually, and this is a historical question, but who actually approved for that site to be used for human beings and animals? Because, we're still having RAB meetings because there are still questions about this site. So I guess this could go to all of you and the regulators, like, who approved that? That's a huge, there were elementary school kids. That's a huge site. To say, here, go ahead, rent them. I don't understand that at all. So did the Navy make that decision? Did the city pressure you to make that? This cannot be fully finished, and there are still areas that you may or may not have.
You're right, it isn't, right, it isn't fully finished, that's clear.
How do you guys
There's
actually clear that? How did you get it off the NPL?
Well, okay, so first of all, it was never on the, ma'am? Okay.
Yeah,
It was
you
never on the,
certainly may.
I need to make sure everyone's accurate on this because you made some misstatements. It was never on the NPL. That's the National Priorities List, which is also known as the Superfund List. Nothing on Treasure Island was ever on the
No,
National Priorities List.
that's correct.
Let's be clear about that. Secondly, there was a finding of suitability to lease, that's the document, an FOSL, that was initially filed, and that made the declaration based on everything known, right, that it was still okay to have rental units on Site 12. It was acknowledged that it is an active surplus site, but when you acknowledge that, you look at it, the regulators in the Navy have to look at that and look at what the risks are involved and the exposure pathways are involved based on the data. And based on that finding, there was a finding of suitability to lease. And
Really?
I believe that answers your question as to what is the vehicle or what is it that allowed this.
So we've discussed the dust. This is not a Kansas storm, it's not dust in the wind, but in fact it is. It's in our windows, it's everywhere. We have had these ad nauseum. She's nauseous over it. We have had these discussions. The wind has always been there. The only thing that wasn't there was you digging this up and people. You can not answer to your Navy people because they're still Navy. Whatever, you guys have your own secrecy codes. But the city and civilians and regulators should have identified that the wind, and you said it yourself, sir, in many, 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 many meetings, that the pathways were going to be protected when you opened up these sites on Site 12. Before you ever went back into Bayside, that's what you said that's what you said to me in a meeting. You said you printed it on one of these handy little things that we will forever have.
Okay.
No, I mean,
So
who did that? Who? Was it this regulator or this regulator? Which one? Can you just answer me, to me, who the people were that authorized this at this level where you continue to find more and more and more? Was this the amount that you based your original decision on, and when are you going to reverse that decision? That's my question. Can you answer it? Can you answer it? No answer.
Well, I can answer it. I don't think that there's any indication that a reversal of decision is warranted. In fact, I don't think that would be a good decision.
Because they're already exposed.
And I'll also answer to the fact that when you're asking the regulators, how did you make that decision? Because they literally have, Catherine, thousands of data points and much air and dust data that indicate what your contentions are all along are inaccurate.
You know, I live in
That's
a
why.
dioxin pit.
Okay.
Okay, so did you?
So thank you very much, Catherine, and I appreciate your comment. Is there any other community member who wishes to have another comment?
Am I okay?
Please come forward.
Is this the Q&A period?
No,
No.
Oh.
read your agenda.
I'm videoing, ma'am, and it takes all my attention.
So we'll move on.
Stop it.
I'd appreciate the discussion to be focused on the meeting.
Yes.
Okay? And I currently have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so